welcome everybody to day 3 of Carry On Campus, the low-maintenance, upmarket, cross-talking meeting place for dumbed-down highbrows, where things always have a chance of going sideways. This week we're at the enormously influential University of Reading, That's the sound of influence. One day one of these people may be Prime Minister. Maybe, we hope not. A fully upholstered seat of learning that sits but a stone's throw from the burial place of Henry I. So why did they bury Henry I in Reading? Anyone know? Because he was dead. I'm sorry, that was just a famous example of student humour, folks. In fact, every one of these people here are a potential Peter Cook. Well, perhaps a potential Robin Cook, anyway. This is a substantial establishment with places for about 4,500 full-time students here at any one time. Indeed, on those wild party evenings when all students are allowed to bring their own lovers on campus, that number can swell by as many as 2. We're here to join them in battle and to tempt their bloated capitalist palates with actual prizes worth winning. The highest-scoring boys' team so far have 24 and the highest-scoring girls' team have 19. And here today is the prize, at least today, the winners will get, which is a very hip box of CDs. We've fully researched all of your music tastes, so I'm sure there's at least one you'll enjoy. But more importantly, the highest-scoring teams of the week will come back tomorrow and play for this £1,000. For your viewing comfort, we have separated the sexes, some separating willingly, others required a crowbar and clever application of hair gel. They line up thus, firstly with the boys, and we meet Simon. Simon, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name's Simon, I'm 20 and from South West London. I'm a second year studying politics and international relations, and I see myself as a good laugh and up for anything. OK, well, that's what you see yourself as, Simon. You're pretty confident about that. However, we have polled 100 people at this university, and in that poll, you were voted the squarest guy in the university. Simon apparently still sleeps in his pyjamas. He's the sports rep for Wantage Hall and apparently takes his role very seriously, washing the boys' football shirts after every game to make sure they're nice and smart for the next game. And in fact, by the way, while we were researching you, we found an old friend of yours, somebody who you haven't seen since you were 8 years old. He's here with you tonight, and he is Wrinkles. There you go. Say hello to Simon, Wrinkles. There you go. OK, Adam, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Adam, I'm 19. I'm a second year from Spalding, studying classics. I see myself as a groovy, slick, sporty type.
OK, I think you're about to see connection with the way he delivered that, groovy, slick, sporty, with what he was voted by the university, which is the vainest boy in the university. Apparently Adam fancies himself as a dancer, having won a dancing competition when he was 6. Not only does it take Adam hours to do his hair before going out, he genuinely believes the James Bond song The Spy Who Loved Me was written for him.
Well, there's a chance.
So there you go, vain boy. OK, Sharj, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sharj, I'm 21. I study construction management and quantity surveying. I live in Cricklewood and I think I'm spontaneous, funky and cheerful. OK. And actually, a lot of Sharj girls in tonight, and they may be some of the people who helped vote you the cutest man in the university. Oh, he's being a bit modest about that. You were voted sweet by 10 of our female voters, but cute by an outstanding majority. Just have a look at that smile, girls. It's a smile of a cute boy. And surprisingly, he's still single. Or is he, Josh? Single.
Single?
I'm afraid.
OK. Girls? Later on. OK, so square, vain and cute, the boys. OK, let's meet the girls. First of all, Alex, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Southampton. I'm in my 3rd year studying law, and I'm witty, very sarcastic, and always making a fool out of myself. OK, right. That's pretty good analysis of yourself. Unfortunately, the members of this college may not slightly agree with that, because they voted you the most anal girl in the university. Alex, apparently you're extraordinarily picky,
Alex was actually twice runner-up in the Miss Pears title when you were younger, but you've got the most spotless room in the university. Even the charity pins you collect are neatly lined up on your notice board, apparently. But however, we proved that you weren't always this tidy. If you look at this photograph, this is when you weren't... She's very sweet, bit of ice cream around the mouth, however. Lucy, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm 20 years old, and I'm here studying...
See if you can remember.
I don't study. I'm here doing politics and sociology, Mum.
Very good.
And I'd call myself friendly, outgoing, and pretty hectic.
OK. Well, we're about to find out why she always stumbles across a word and doesn't know what she's doing, because this college has voted her the biggest lush in the university. Which is maybe why you can't remember what subjects you're doing. I don't know. Apparently you work at the Athletics Pavilion Bar, the local club RG1s and the Union Bar. OK, Susie, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Susie. I'm a third year doing history. I come from Suffolk, and I see myself as disorganised, inefficient and unmotivated.
And that must be the biggest round of applause ever given to somebody to describe themselves in such disparaging tones. Unfortunately, the university doesn't really help because they have voted you the most neurotic girl. Yeah. Apparently, not only do you put your alarm clock at the far end of your bedroom to make sure you get up, you were close to cardiac arrest last week when a TV licence inspector turned up at your house before you'd had the time to buy your licence. So neurotic, lush and anal spice there. OK, let's play Carry On Campus. OK, do this lot spend their time in the lecture halls or barroom brawls? They've all brought in with them one great fact relating to their subject, but all the opposing team has to do is decide if it's from the books or from their heads. 2 points if they're right, and 1 to the other team if they're wrong. So we start off with Simon. Simon's studying politics. Simon, what is your fact?
Former Prime Minister Lord Palmerston died of a heart attack whilst having sex with a chambermaid on a billiard table.
True.
All right, stay true then. True.
True. It is true for 2 points. There you go. Other famous people who've died whilst making love include Attila the Hun, Nelson Rockefeller, and at least 3 popes, apparently. So ladies never go out with a pope. OK, Adam, you're studying classics. Tell us your fact.
The tragedian Aeschylus was killed when an eagle dropped a tortoise on his bald head, having mistaken it for a rock.
Aeschylus, did he die in that way?
False.
It's false? No, it's entirely true, in fact. So the 1 point to the boys there. He died at Gela in Sicily in 456 BC. Charles, you're studying quantity surveying. What is your fact?
Right. The top storey of the Empire State Building sways 8 feet from its centre.
No.
Sorry, you're just showing us what swaying is. We're just dancing.
I know, but... I don't know.
You reckon?
It's false. Someone would stand up if it's false. We reckon false.
You reckon it's false? Yes, it is false, in fact. A 2 point OK, in fact, the building gives 1.48 inches, which is a bit less in high winds. OK, girls, Alex, you're studying law. What is your fact?
OK, in Owen, Tennessee, an elephant from a travelling circus was voted as a judge to stop the process against corruption.
It's got to be false. It's American, so...
Come on, some French poker, yeah? No. It's got to be false.
Yes, in fact, it is false. But in fact, it was the first and probably only place where an elephant has been hanged for murder. Lucy, you're studying sociology. What is your fact?
The American football huddle was originated in a school for the deaf when they realised the opposition were interpreting their signals.
So they were reading the deaf signs and intercepting play. So that's where the huddle came from. Is that true?
I remember Pope, they're Americans. So. No, I reckon false. Definitely false.
False.
No, it's in fact 100% fact. It's true. That's where the huddle came from. The sign from the death because they were intercepting plays. OK, finally in this round, Susie, you're studying history. What is your fact?
Catherine the Great imprisoned her hairdresser in an iron cage for 3 years when she discovered she had dandruff.
Pretty sure about that? Yes, it's 100% true fact. Catherine did imprison her hairdresser for 3 years. So, at the end of that round, it's 5 points each. OK, so after 2 days here, we're beginning to form a picture of Reading University and its inhabitants, and so far the story is a strange crossbreed of grime and brains. But there's still time for the bookworm to turn. I'm going to read in this round a question relating to college life. The team that buzzes in with the correct answer wins a point and gets a bonus question worth 2 points. So, fingers on buzzers. Mojo's Athletic Pavilion Legends Bar are 3 of the 4 Union bars. Name the other one.
Nelson's.
Nelson's Bar is absolutely right. OK, so, now, at this point, girls, you may want to remain poker-faced, because we're about to show the boys an amateur dramatics production, which one of you appeared in. So it's a production of Sleeping Beauty by the Rotherfield Players. Just have a very good look at these three girls and tell me which one do you think is this at a young age? Okay. Fantastic. Well, I think a round of applause before we even see who that is. But boys, who do you think that was?
I think, Will, that's Lucy.
Choice.
You think that's Lucy? OK. Lucy, short of a very bad poker face, which I think may have given the game slightly away, was that you?
Yeah.
OK, fingers back on the buzzers. You're not allowed to smoke in the Café Mondial until after what time? Alex?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock is absolutely right. OK. Now, Lucy, we're not picking on you, but it seems like we probably are, in fact. Because somebody said to me the other day that student bedrooms were pretty horrible, tacky, messy places, and I didn't believe them at all. So we sent a camera, in fact, to your bedroom to have a good look round to see what it was like, and here it is. Here is your bedroom. Now, I don't know. I don't think that's too untidy. There's a few things on the yes, there are quite a few things on the floor. Just a sort of pile of, well, sort of pile really. Just sort of muck on the floor, which at ground level doesn't look too great, I have to tell you. But what we want to know, Lucy, is when we were in there, how many items of men's clothing did we find? You can help her, girls, but I don't think you mean...
I haven't a clue. Loads.
Are you?
How many items, single items, of men's clothing did we find? Well then?
3?
Well, let's just have a look, shall we? See...
Oh, no, they're mine! They're mine!
Are they?
Yeah, so that's mine.
Well, that's mine. Well, you're still wrong, because you said 3. And so that's 0 then, if you don't count that. So it doesn't matter, you're still wrong. Are those yours?
Yeah.
They look very much like men's boxer shorts to me. Yes? Yes? OK, we'll leave that one till afterwards. OK, fingers on the buzzers. 4 types of donut are available here in the Union. Apple, jam and plain are 3. What is the other? Simon?
Chocolate.
Absolutely right. OK. Now, if you remember earlier on this week, we met a very nice man called Professor Kevin Warwick from the Cybernetics Department. Quite a legend at this university. Here he is again, and he's got something to say.
This is Roger, the world's first half-marathon robot. It was entered in the Great Sam Run at Bracknell last year. It was supposed to follow me from an infrared signal on this bum bag, but it followed something else instead and crashed.
So there's crazy old Roger there. The question is, what did Roger follow that made him crash? Supposed to follow Kevin.
It must be a radio signal.
Yeah, TV detector van, something like that.
One of the camera transmission bikes. No.
Is there a detective van?
Go on then.
Like TV transmission.
A detector van, TV
TV detector van. No, it's not. In fact, he followed the sun. Which is a fairly basic computer, I would say. Apparently, Roger was waterproof, windproof, and capable of running a marathon. But unfortunately, they forgot how low the sun would be, and off he went following the sun. So that's why. So at the end of that round, the boys are in the lead by 9 points to 6. OK. Reading University is rather disturbingly given £104 million each year by the government and other sources. But is it worth it? And do this lot actually know anything? Do they really study? Well, we're going to find out now as everyone in this round gets a question on their own subject. But will they go for a degree-level hard question for 2 points or a GCSE, everyone knows that, why you're at university question for 1 point? So choose carefully and bear in mind that the teams with the higher score will be playing for £1,000 on Thursday, and that each question will be asked by somebody who is hugely qualified in their subject, somebody who's actually gone on and made a success of the work that they've done here, or anywhere else, in fact, wherever they've gone. So firstly, Simon, you're studying politics. Do you want a hard question or an easy question?
Well, I'm not sure why I'm at university, so an easy, please.
OK. Fulfilling all the stereotypes of a student in one fell swoop there. OK, your question is going to be asked by the great and legendary Dennis Healy, who is very qualified to ask you a question on politics because he was once Chancellor of the Exchequer for 5 years and Deputy Leader of the Labour Party.
Hi, here's your easy question on politics. Labour, the Lib Dems and the Conservatives all held their conferences in places beginning with B. Where were they?
Labour's in Brighton, Conservatives in Bournemouth, and the Lib Dems were in Bristol.
Bristol, no, I'm sorry. It was Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Was the third one you're looking for.
Okay.
So, what are you booing in? You're only here at university for 3 years. OK, Alex, you're studying law. Do you want a hard question or an easy question?
Easy.
Easy.
Please.
You're always going for the easy questions. OK, your question is actually being asked by Michael Winner, who studied law at Cambridge University and is often involved in public debates about law and order after directing the original vigilante film Death Wish. And here he is.
Hi, here's your easy question on law. The Central Criminal Court in London is more commonly known as what?
You look at me like I've just told you you've wiped out your family, but it's just a question.
The Old Bailey.
The Old Bailey, absolutely right, for 1 point. So there is some hope for students. OK, Adam, you're studying classics. Do you want a hard or easy question?
Easy.
Easy. Well, it's hard business. I'll go out in a bar all the time. OK, your question is being asked by Dr. Helen King, who is a classics lecturer, in fact, here.
Hi, Adam. Here is your easy question on the classics. Can you name 2 of the disciplines in which ancient athletes competed in the Olympic Games?
Discus and javelin.
No, I'm afraid not. They were actually included in one of those events, which is the pentathlon. The other ones were boxing, chariot racing, riding, running, wrestling, and pancration, which is apparently a primitive mix of boxing and wrestling and something that quite often goes on in this bar here. So, no points there. So, students, once again, proving that they're a waste of 3 years. OK, Lucy, you are studying sociology. Do you want a hard or easy question? What's that mean? So, do you want to fight?
Well, I'll look at...
It's only a hard or easy.
I know, but easy.
OK.
I'm not going to get it.
What? You're supposed to be here to study sociology. OK. Your question is an easy one, and it's going to be asked by Crispin Hunt, who studied theology and sociology at Sheffield University, is now more commonly known as the lead singer with top band The Long Pigs.
Here's your easy question on sociology. In which country was the first kibbutz set up?
Israel.
Israel? Thank God you got that right. Yes, the answer is Israel. 1 point. OK, Charles, you are just 1 point in front. Do you want a 2-point hard question or 1 point easy question?
I think I'll go for the easy.
So, your question is on quantity surveying, and it's going to be asked by Miles Clough, who is a top quantity surveyor for the last 6 years in a top London firm. Here he is.
Hi, here's your easy question on quantity surveying. Which tower, made from 130,000 tonnes of post-tension concrete, is the world's tallest building?
World Trade Center?
No, I'm sorry, you can't even get the easy one right. It's in fact the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada. So, do you want to be a quantity surveyor when you grow up?
No, not anymore.
What?
Not anymore.
What are you doing? Not anymore. What are you doing? Do you seriously want to be a quantity surveyor?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
OK, fair enough. Well, you better learn a bit then. OK, and finally in this round, Susie. Susie, you're studying history. Do you want a 2-point question or an easy 1-point question?
An easy one,
Just
please.
complete the round of full dropout questions. Your question is going to be asked by Hugh Thompson. Hugh is a beef eater who lives in the Tower of London with his family and their resident ghost. He's given historical tours of the Tower to President Bush, Tom Cruise and even Pamela Anderson. And here's his question.
Here's your easy question on history. Which British monarch executed in 1587 was completely bald by the time of her death?
Mary.
Mary?
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Mary, Queen of Scots, 100% the right answer. For 1 point. OK, so at the end of that round, it is 9 points all. OK, 9 points all there. While this lot all sit in libraries and bars, the real world goes on all around them. But how will they cope when the pinprick of reality bursts their oxygen bubble? I'm going to ask them 3 questions each on real life, 2 points each for a correct answer. Boys, you go first. How much is child benefit per week? To the nearest pound.
£12?
£12 the nearest is actually right, because it's £11.45, so 2 points there. This here is a sign you might see on frozen food, OK? How long is it safe to keep in a top-grade freezer? Any food that has that on?
2 weeks. I don't know.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Sorry, it's 1 month, so you can be a little bit more bolder with your food selection. So no points there. OK, and finally, in this round for you, have a look at this bit of film we're about to show you and tell us once you've seen it, is this man a real butcher or a fake?
Morning, Brown's Butchers. Morning, Joe. You want an order for Monday, yeah? 1 strip loin, 1 sirloin, 10 rump steaks, 10 fillet steaks, yeah? And what was that? £10 a diced chuck? Yeah, I can do that. OK then, I'll see you Monday. Bye.
OK, boys, you're being very scientific there, pointing out all the little things you could see there, but is he a real butcher?
I reckon he's fake. Raw meat above cooked meat.
Don't think he is.
You think he's a fake?
Fake.
Well, I'm sorry, he is in fact Mickey Dance. He is a butcher. He's from Brown's Butchers in Luton, so no points there. So, girls, just 2 points behind and it's your turn. Which way does the Queen look on a first-class stamp? From right to left or from left to right? And just in case you don't know, Lucy's just doing an impersonation of the Queen over there.
That way. I think it's right.
No, she looks towards where you're sending it.
What, towards you?
No, she looks towards where you're sending it.
I think it's from right to left. She looks to the edge. She looks to the envelope.
Right, stamp here, yeah? Queen, right to left, like that.
Right, it's right to left. Honestly. Yeah, right to left.
Hilarious this is. I'm going to have an answer.
It's right to left, isn't it? To the end of to the edge of the envelope.
To the edge of the envelope? Well, it's either left to right or right to left.
It's right to left.
It is right to left for 2 points. OK. Now, when you go out into the big wide world, you're going to come across things called fire extinguishers, which are not just to be let off as pranks. In fact, here is one. I just want you to tell me, what type of fire should you not use this on?
Electrical. What?
What?
Right.
Slow down! Go down,
What?
Sue. You're being a bit neurotic there.
It's electrical. I think it's electrical. I just thought you said that. Electrical.
You said that. Stop fighting, because you're all right. It's an electrical fire. So, OK, the girls take a 2-point lead. OK, and finally in this round for the girls, I want you to take a look at this little dachshund we're about to show you. And I want you to tell me, is the Suttle Dachshund a performing dog, a proper actor, or just somebody's pet? You reckon?
Pet?
A pet?
Yeah.
She is actually a proper performing actress dog. It's a little dachshund called Sophie, and has appeared in The Bill, KYTV and Peanut, apparently, in Family Affairs, and most famously probably when she was 8 weeks old, when she appeared like this.
4291.
OK, so you got that one wrong, but you've still got a 2-point lead of 13 points to 11. OK, so we come with that 2-point lead to our final round, which is, of course, the buttock-clenchingly exciting quick-fire round with a difference. Remember, if I start any question with the word kebab, you must start your answer with the word kebab. For example, if I were to ask you who's the lead singer of The Prodigy, you'd say, of course, Keith. But if I said kebab, who is the lead singer of The Prodigy, you'd say kebab, Keith. OK, so fingers on the buzzers. Kebab, according to his nickname, how many bellies has Gaz's mate Jimmy Gardner got?
Kebab 5 bellies.
Oh, calm down. We're all going to be all right. It's just a quiz show. Adam.
Kebab 5 bellies.
Kebab 5 I'll take. OK, Kebab, which band consists of Tim Wheeler, Mark Hamilton, Rick McMurray and Charlotte Hatherley and released the album Nuclear Sounds recently? Adam?
Placebo?
No, I'm sorry, 1 point off their answer. Kebab Ash. Who is the captain of the USS Enterprise in Star Trek The Next Generation?
Kebab Picard.
No, for the answer is Jean-Luc Picard. Kebab... It's wrong, it's wrong. Kebab, which musical instrument... Shut up! Kebab, which musical instrument is played by Bill Clinton, Dion Dublin and Lisa Simpson?
Kebab saxophone.
Kebab saxophone is the right answer. Kebab, which Welsh group did Wales football team manager Bobby Gould?
Kebab Manic Street Peaches.
Kebab Manic Street Peaches is the right answer. What are the 4 symbols used to represent Sony PlayStation? Simon?
Triangle, circle, cross and square.
Is right. OK, so at the end of that round, the boys have won! So, this is yours. So the boys win. They win that box of CDs. Well, throwing contest. Join us tomorrow when the final, when we're going to find out who's best, the Reading boys or the Reading girls, as they play for this £1,000. Don't miss it. Team dismissed. Carry on, campus.
So the big final at the same time tomorrow here on BBC Two. Next this evening, the ex-appeal of Mulder and Scully.